I was starting early this morning to drill the holes for the pump mount. I drilled the holes with the pump in position, using also this centering piece that I was making on the machine, that is centering the second shaft in the timing cover hole. So the threads are done now. I want to match this cam axle from the old iron pump to the new aluminium pump. For that I will have to cut the cam axle and make this little slot that you can see here. So I will now calculate the height of it and depth that I have to cut and make the slot. So this is the final pump adaptation that I have to do. After that I hope to mount the pump on and rotate a little bit the engine and see how it turns out. To do this I had to use my angle grinder because this is treated steel. And now I'm checking how close it's 3.4 and here 3.4. This is very good, centered. I also left a little bit of tolerance, so we are sure nothing will get stuck here. We have one big hallelujah. The pump is on. It's turning correctly. I can hear anything. I cannot hear anything touching. Good morning. Fresh start into the new week. I had on my mind to next grind this cover and match it nice to the crankcases. But what I want to do first is make the first test mount of this engine.
Well, that long train's running, coming around the bend. Well, that long train is running, I see it coming round the bend.
was just measuring the German pistons. As you might know, the piston pin is not always on the center of the piston. Usually it's not on the center of the piston, and I was measuring. This one has quite a big difference. We have 37.3 on one side and 45.2 on the other side. They have noted with the K the small part. It's probably from Klein. It's small in German. I was checking that. Now, how will the piston be installed on the motorbike? This thing was made, the piston pin offset was made to help keep over the engine easier, so it will always be on this side if the engine is rotating like this, as it will help to keep over very easily the dead end, the top dead end point. So in this case, the small, as the engine is turning like this, the small part will be on the rear of the engine, both of the rear. The heads on the engine using the thinner gaskets that I have. So I'm just sure. I was measuring also the lift of the valves and checking it on the heads. It looks very good. Let's mount the heads. The heads are now mounted. I was turning the engine over just to see if everything is rotating correctly, and it is, with small things that still have to be done. Now I want to check this carburetor mount and the 642 Linkert M and see how this one bolts on to the cylinders and check if everything is okay. I was mounting the carburetor. I didn't identify yet the mounting clamp of the carburetor. Maybe I have to make it. I have to search to the complete project. Next will be mounting the magneto. We finally have a good test mount of the engine. Magneto is fitting good in the mount. There's a quite little play of advance, but I will check that when I mount the engine for the first start. I was mounting the carburetor manifold also. Everything is turning quite good. So I just wanted to check again the pistons, the valves, everything, the lift of them, and rotate the engine mounted together. Now I know everything is good. I took some notes now, like the carburetor mount, like this tappet being too high, and some other little details that I want to fix till I mount it for the first start. So now I will admire it a little bit more and open it up, tear it apart again, fix those little problems that I still have on the engine, grind this cover and match it nicely to the crankcase, and then wash it very good and mount it for the first start.